Oh, that's a vague one. Doing good in the world. What the fuck is the difference between good and bad? Oh, I just destroyed the whole question because we don't know, which is so disturbing. Uh, it's in everything we do. In every twitch of our finger, we have an impact, kind of like a butterfly causing a hurricane somewhere. Every fucking word I say to you, the degree to which I'm polite to you, the degree to which I use strange language, the degree to which I refer to other cultures and viewpoints, or anything strange we might run across, sitting in the fucking middle of the woods. I mean, go ahead and comment on whatever. Say your dumbass shit. I turned on content, what is it called? Comment verification. So no one can comment directly. If you want to comment, make your own fucking video. I mean, you anonymous motherfuckers. I hate anonymous commenters. It's like, you've brought nothing to the conversation except your stupid one-liner, and I gave you a video. That's unbalanced. Put up your own fucking video or shut up. Now, I'm not saying you should never make a comment without a video. I've done it. It's great. And people can look you up if they want. But have some fucking videos. Otherwise, it's a very one-sided, vulnerable feeling position to be in, like even on an emotional level, to have you be telling me who the fuck I am or what you think. Put your fucking face on it, asshole. I put my face in the goddamn computer for you, and it's not profitable. I don't make any money off of it at all. I wouldn't mind it, but I got to figure out sponsors and how to work with anyone in the world at all in a positive way, because that's hard to do in this world, isn't it? And the world's so corrupt, it's hard to find a place to be where you can interact and have power you're giving and power you're taking all the time with everyone you can in a very fluid way. And the only way to do that is going to be through what? There's one word, don't say it, but mouth it. It's a code word, it's temporary. Maybe we shouldn't say it. It actually could be our secret code word for the project because it needs a better name in my opinion. So let's skip the name of anything and wonder, like, on what set of values, ethics, rules, rules within a space to protect it, to grow it, to enhance the nature upon it, rather than make a gathering place in which the people have a net negative effect on the land itself. In other words, what if the core ethos of everybody who came somehow written down and made a lot more particular about how you grow plants and where and how you use wastewater and rain capture and you're sculpting the land in all these ways that affect people, really detailed shit. This is non-joker shit, like real shit. You need bulldozers to some of this crap. And if you're going to hire a bulldozer, you better have your eye right on it. I walked away from the bulldozer twice to get food. And other than that, I had a camp chair set up watching that motherfucker rip the land up because bulldozers scare the fuck out of me. And you know what I need? About $10,000 of bulldozer work. Or the place will burn down because I don't have any fire breaks and there's roads are grown over. So I can't even use it commercially or agriculturally because it's grown over with first growth harachina, which is a plant that is really hard to machete down, or you need a machine that uses a circular saw blade as a cutting tool, which works really well, by the way. It's actually moderately fun, except it's tiring as fuck. I'd rather have like a ride-around ATV with a sharp thing you just pull behind it and says, I destroy all the plants here. Like a big fucking brush mower. I need a fucking brush mower. In fact, that would be the lowest scale way I could do it, other than, what's better than a brush mower? Donkeys. That's a big different change in direction, but guess what? Donkeys come with their own fuel, which is a really nice attribute to have in a vehicle. If you were going to compare like gasoline vehicles and EV vehicles, which are so cool because they're ecological and shit, you just burn gasoline somewhere else usually to charge it up. Person not understanding physics and use of options. We need to get back to burros. Bicycles are great. We should rediscover the bicycle. Anywhere poor in the world already has. So wake the fuck up, fossil fueled world, because you're going to fall hard because your society is set up for people to travel on gasoline powered vehicles, and that's going to get more expensive and it'll become more costly for all of the systems, the complex systems that you rely on as a person in the first world, as a person who lives in a place that's heaven for others sometimes, a place that they're willing to risk themselves to move to work there, and immigration happens because of economic shit, right? I mean, look at a history thing. We know this. And so people fucking move. And the question is, as we're movers, if we're people who are willing to move from one place to another, we're a strange kind of molecule within the organism of the various demographic groups that you could potentially fit into, which I barely give a fuck what they are. List whatever 100 things people call you, their compliments or slurs based on whoever the fuck you are or wherever you are in your history or who killed who and whose grandfather fucked whose grandmother or whatever. You know, all the shit that has created us to make the systems around us that we find generally oppressive and anti-life, in one fucking space at least, this is all I can control, is a piece of land, a small piece of land, looking around at beautiful trees and saying, how can I have people here and not destroy it? What if the forest itself is the priority and the forest is God? And we can have conversations about gods and we can say, fuck these gods, these fuckers give me, I hate them. Or some of them are kind of cute, like Lakshmi in Hinduism. Can't say she's bad. Or what is her name, Kuan Yin, China? I don't know. I can't remember all these chicks, but there's some hot goddess chicks. So don't rule it all out. They're not all asshole, evil things to believe in. And, it's probably even harder to meet an asshole Hindu than an Islamic person. That's just a guess. And that's bigoted and judgmental as fuck. And it just based on my own personal experience and shit I read online. And I'll tell you, the shit put online, I can tell is total bullshit. And all you people are assholes. Fuck everybody. You're never going to solve anything by being a rude motherfucking dumb fuck who all you could do is insult the other side. Figure your shit out. Let's come to some conclusion about, I'm going to run out of voice over here. Let's come up to some agreed upon conclusions about ethics and ethical behavior among ourselves as people who do not trust each other. Why the fuck would we do to trust each other? What a dumbass thing to do. But that's the only way we're going to get shit done. And the world gets created every day with every interaction we have. And when we talk about power pointing out from us, it's every twitch of the goddamn finger. So when I use that phrase, that's what I'm referring to, is like a butterfly causing a hurricane. If I could say a thing that insults someone, I could say something that twists their values, I could accidentally agree with a hot button they have. Our demographic group may be completely unobvious to me, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck all the ethnic groups. Let's get to ethics groups. We like or don't like each other based on motherfucking ethics, and I'll fuck your chicks of whatever race. If you fuck mine, I'm giving you shit about mixed race, anything. In fact, the more mixed race people there are, the better. Because it confuses the fucking racists. What a good idea. Everybody should just interracial fuck. That used to be actually against the law in some places. What a dumbass law. There's a name for it, miscegenation or something. Because we had races, and it's like, fuck, no, let's just be more shades of brown. Who gives a fuck? I want to see Haitians or something, or somebody from some weird-ass place in Africa have skin that's black as fuck and freaks your shit out almost. And if you met her in person, you'd be like, wow, that person's an actual black person. That's an actual fucking black person. Because I've only met one in my life. He was from Haiti. No, I met another guy who was I only was asking for directions, so I didn't have time to think about him. But I don't understand what he's fucking saying. Because he said in Spanish. He says from Haiti. Because they speak fucking French there, apparently. Which I did not actually know. Because I don't know anything about it or something. I got confused. Anyway. I don't know my islands perfectly. But anyway, I hope nobody ever brings any other racism here. That's my request. And I thought about it today. Of I give zero fucks about it. If you use your race or ethnic background as an authority in any way that gives you a spiritual connection with some bullshit or gives you some extra connection to own this land over other people who are here on this land with you that I would like to give to the world somehow because I'm going to fucking die and I have to collect a bunch of cool people and fuck the bad people. And seriously, that sounds so mean, doesn't it? But if you don't protect your group will die. That is how groups are. Groups have intake and outtake of members over time. You could look at these groups as being businesses, circuses. The guy who wrote the monkey book, Ishmael, Daniel Quinn, he writes about circuses quite a bit in his other book, Beyond Civilization, which is very digestible for a normal person. It's fairly straightforward, and understand the book. and he's only got a few things he really says in it, so it's not like you have to be like the brightest fuck in the world to read it. So go read it. And, take your time, but invest in books, because books are, one might imagine, a way to suck information out of someone else's mind at a vampire-like rate. It's like being able to bite into that person's neck and take their words straight into your mind, where they're recorded and become part of your reality, because you're using your leisure time to read. And of course, it's a new world, so maybe making dumbass videos online is equivalent, and maybe that somehow is easier for you. Easier for me. I'm lazy as fuck. Like, I could type this shit out. Why should I? AI is going to go chop it up anyway and become part of the Brian bot. And this location will be controlled by someone. Who the fuck is that person? I care about that. And I don't want to give it to the government. I'm tempted to. I looked up on Wikipedia. I could be the third largest public national land in all the country. And I could name it after my first dog or something and make it really cool and have like an eco graveyard. And all the visions I have could get funded by the government. Or it could just become another piece of shit land the government destroys. Because I don't trust the fucking government at all. I don't understand this place. I'm not even a citizen yet. I should be. All I have to do is get my fucking passport renewed and get citizenship. I'd love to be a citizen here. I'm never fucking leaving. My blood is here. My soul is here. I am here. And don't use that or twist that in any way. I'm a guy who's loyal to this one forest, and I love the municipio I'm in. I love it. I need bumper stickers printed up because I bought one once and it was cool. It had I Heart place name, and I bought one, and eventually it wore off my bumper, and I've been kind of sad ever since. Although my van's broken anyway, so fuck it all. But I could sell those. I Heart Place. How can't those not sell anywhere, really? Because clearly the person's trying to heart the place, or is getting hearted by the place, or there's hearting going on. So I think this is about cultural design with a natural thing. And so that's a question I'm going to have to you. You should think about this. What the fuck, based on a limited experience, through the video is such a tiny way to see it. You have to really be here to take it in and see what the fuck it is. It's too big to show you. It's this opportunity to have people within a natural space living in better ways, whatever better means. That's unclear to us, good, bad, shit, and all that. We have to make social agreements. And you can trust someone and say, well, this person probably won't cause me any problems. But what happens if you want to do that with thousands of people? And some of them become attracted by that thing, and some of them come to take advantage of that thing. You have made an organization that will live or die, and that organization must protect the forest. We're not forgetting who God is here, right? And if you want to worship the sun, that's also awesome, because that's an amazing nuclear power plant in the sky. So if you're going to pick any gods, how could you not believe in the sun god? If our life isn't ruled by any god, there can't be a better, bigger one than the sun. And we know more about the sun than we did before. Before, the sun was all sorts of chariots across the sky, whatever mythology shit, which is really great, by the way. I love mythology shit because I do actually think we can learn from those. And I always loved the indigenous mythology of the place I'm from. And I have realized, I should read more. And I don't like the word indigenous, and can make a whole another video about that and insult some people and shit. And we'll skip that for this one. But there's all this body of knowledge out there. And my native language is, let's take a guess. Can anyone imagine what it might be? It's English. It's English. Wow, you're so smart. I love English. It's a total fucked up thing. And I love books. If you have free books to send me somehow, if you could get books to me, I'd really love it. I do not fucking sell books. Some people have been like, hey, can I buy books? And I'm tempted sometimes, because sometimes I want the money. And also some books suck. But I also have to realize it's a fucking library. It doesn't matter what I like or don't like. If somebody wants to fucking read a romance novel, then they should read a romance novel. They're well selling. I should have a shelf of them. I tried reading them when I was an adolescent because there were some left in the house we moved into. And I found them very, they're like science fiction. They're like bad science fiction, like pulp science fiction, which isn't really science fiction. Then we need some division there, because I really like science fiction. And maybe there's some like deep romantic shit I don't know about that includes wisdom and smartness. Maybe I need to write that. I need to write as a male author, And I could even just tell people who I am. I could just say, I'm going to write a fucking romance novel, and there's going to be this cool character, this character, and this character. And then this other shit's going to happen, but I can't tell you about the other shit, though, because I got to wait for the book. Story has been written. I've tried to write a romance novel before. I suck, by the way, at that. But then again, you know what? Sucking is good, too. That's why people like romance novels, probably. Ha ha ha. I never grow up. We're going to have to walk around more because it's nice to take a little bit more of a walk and just see a bigger picture. So I'm going to take you with me, and I'll just check in with you if I have any thoughts. But I got to go for now because I got weird trails to walk on and shit.